today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
On first down, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chuck Clark, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson running again. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Malik Harrison in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. A 48-yard.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Jackson will throw again. Good footwork at the 30. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down at 4. Throwing is Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Carr. To the sideline, locates Renfro. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. On the return is Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Jackson now. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A really really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
In recent years, pass rush has been a problem for the Raiders. Just 21 sacks in 2020. That ranked 29th in the NFL. What they just did right there, a better example of what they're seeking.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Carr going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Here's Carr. And he fends him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Carr, and able to complete it to Moreau. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing his Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Carr to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Back to throw, Carr. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Patrick Queen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.